Is that a flag flapping in the wind, or is that something spinning? I'm gonna get closer to it. Caveman from outer space is what that was. Fucking Felix Baumgartner, eat your heart out. I just dropped a good 15 feet. I didn't need a parachute or a spacesuit. What a dick. That kid. Well, if that guy's meant to be an adult, then I'm definitely not too sure. Like, going back to fucking episode 1, or like episode whatever it was when I got to the point where I was deciding how tall I should be. I'm just going to literally skate circles around this guy to show how superior I am. Oh, he wasn't too fond of it, apparently. Well, I should probably talk to him.
This ain't Jersey, kid. Let's see your tech skills. Complete the grind combos by holding grind down in between the gap in the benches. Tapping a different direction before...
Okay. Wow, that was very fortunate. I can't believe that literally happened. I'm gonna need to, like I've never edited anything before in my entire life, so this would be my editing cherry as well. But if I don't edit a fucking slow-mo action replay of that shit, then I just don't deserve to live as much as anything else, really. You know, forget be on YouTube and have an internet connection. It should be straight up murder if I don't implement that. I mean, I'm a lazy motherfucker, so I may not, but that's when you start sending the murderers after me, because I need to learn. And if you don't kill me, then I won't learn. That's what life's all about, really, at the end of the day, is learning. I mean, like, I should learn not to end up in the river. Is it a river? Probably a river. Large enough body of water for me to call it whatever the fuck I want, to be honest. Except for maybe ocean. Well, I suppose maybe if it connects to the ocean, which I'm sure it does. Ironically, that was very... I say ironically. Appropriately, that was incredibly feeble. It would have been ironic if it was like FS awesome and then I ruined it, and they'd be like, oh, that, or FS can't fuck this up. I think I said something was ironic earlier, and I was like, and then I realised watching it back, no, that's just a coincidence. I made that huge faux pas that like pedants everywhere is just gonna pedants everywhere is just gonna be like, yo, blood, the fuck. We is not getting why you is not using R instead of is. What the fuck? Shit! I didn't even know you could... Fucking how long has it been since I've had this game? 10 years at least? I didn't know you could do that. I mean, I knew you could do, like, kiss the rail off of the fucking... oh, indeed. Kiss the rail off the fucking top of cars when you're going past them. I didn't realise you could literally skate along them if you speed matched, like some kind of... speed matching device. Apparently if you tap buttons it makes you get up faster. But that's ironically one of the few times in the game where I don't seem to tap. I was listening and everyone can hear when I do that. Fucking I did it too early then because I got too excited. But yeah, when it's fucking grab trick o'clock and then well, you can hear me do it then even though I did fail. You can hear me spamming the R2 button so I can revert. God, imagine playing this on a PS3 controller. It would ruin your... I don't know what will go first, your thumb or your finger, sorry, or your controller. Because I'm sure. What do we think? Is the trigger more vulnerable than the button? It has to be. It has to be more vulnerable because it's like spring loaded, isn't it? It has a proper spring in it, I think. Not that I've actually checked. That's the best way to land that trick, I think we find, is just to give up on landing and just jump off. Because apparently, you know, they don't mind that in this game, that still counts. Like that still counts as landing it, as jumping off and giving up. Oh, fuck, I didn't have enough time that time. But yeah, jumping off and giving up, that apparently counts as the same. I completely lost where I was going now. The human tangent strikes again. Maybe I should do another quest. Fucking quest. Give me my sword and my shield, orc, because I'm ready. Because orcs are the squires in fucking fantasy. Ah! If I tap faster, maybe I should. Because it actually tells you about that. It's not like placebo alert, fucking like me thinking you balance better with your special bar up, or which may be right. I haven't checked. Or when you press down and B to try and help you catch a Pokemon. Like everyone used to say. finally finishing a thought that I had about an hour ago. They used to say, hold down and B when you're trying to when you throw a Pokeball in Pokemon games, because it helps. Obviously, it doesn't help, but you know, placebos are a pretty powerful thing. So I'm all for placebos in this society. If it's a position where like fooling someone into thinking something's going to help will help. So like either helping with nerves or as I believe medicine has actually been like, or like healing has proved to be fucking kick that board. Medicine's proved to like people have been sort of proven to heal faster if they're under less stress or they're feeling more confident about their ability to overcome something. So I'm all for that. But it's when there's lies when these lies are put forth just purely as a means to make profit, or because at the end of the day, ignorance doesn't really help anyone. I mean, ignorance saying that ignorance does help people, because you know sometimes it helps them through things. Here's where I get more divisive. I don't really think that religion is a thing. I don't think God's a thing. Might be. I'm probably wrong. Well, I could well be wrong, but I'm not. I don't reckon so. I reckon in my head, because of the way I've thought about it, believing in a God is some form of ignorance. I mean, in my head. I mean, to religious people, bloody well, me thinking there's no God is a combination of ignorance and arrogance. But fucking, that's beside the point. In my head, this is correct. So you'll appreciate from my standing point for the minute that religion is religion is indeed a t.h.u.g. Is that the Leeds Football Club logo? Oh my god, it fucking is! LUFC. I want to claim that's Leeds United Football Club. I never. Must have been a Leeds fan amongst the programmers. Maybe there's Leeds fans in New York. I don't know. Maybe that's a real fucking tag that someone's done in New York. So anyway, people are ignorant. Am I right? Yeah. And so in my head, religion is an ignorance. Bear with me. Bear with me. But at the same time, obviously, I can appreciate that that it helps people. Like it really does help a lot of people. Like criminals, to name one. To name one group of people that it helps, and the dying. It really gives them comfort and sort of somewhere to go. And you know, helps give people direction, but and obviously keep them on the straight and narrow, as long as it's a reputable religion. You know, I won't be having any of these fucking devil worshippers up in my shit being all religion's good for you. Not if you're a fucking bad religion. Good job there's no like mainstream dark side religions, 'cause that'd be bad. Maybe ask some Americans and they'll say Islam, but it's alright. It's some of the people that like are you know, I'm just gonna stop talking now before I dig myself a deeper hole. But like, you know, some people are just douches and they'll just use religion as an excuse. So that's why religion's bad. But religion's good because it does help a lot of people, and it helps a lot of people find their moral compass as well. So for that reason, it's very important. But in my head, it's a form of ignorance. So I can appreciate how it's like how it can be useful. Some people though, I mean, like on the other hand, I'm really not sure. I mean, I think that like placebos in terms of medicine should exist, because like they do help. That's why when people do medical trials, it's based against the they have to do it against placebo, obviously, rather than just against nothing, because it does help almost everything. But at the same time, like holistic medicine, like holistic drug sellers are just so shameless in their profiteering that I really just dislike them, especially considering it's just part of their sales technique is to kind of discourage evidence-based medicine, which is just so dickish. It's like, oh, do you have cancer? Don't bother with chemo or radiotherapy or anything like that, or surgery. Just fucking, you know, let me wave my hands around in front of your face for a while. That'll make you feel better. Yeah, it might make you feel better if you're into that kind of shit, but it's not going to make you better. It's better than nothing, 'cause if you believe it, it's better than nothing. But it's not better than the fucking established what you need to do if you've got cancer. So I really don't like. I'm not fond of them for that. But all the spins. There you go. My fucking 15 minutes skating around doing nothing has been for. I've done something. Yeah, I'm just really not fond of them because of that. Because their marketing methods of discouraging evidence-based medicine, like literally science. They're like, no, fuck science. This is the real deal. I feel like if I was in charge, there might be some kind of sponsored placebo run by, like, fucking non-evidence-based medicine would be outlawed, but maybe I'd secretly sanction some sort of, like, harmless placebos. Because obviously there's a lot of, like, placebo-ish drugs, or drugs that are mainly just placebos, but they might have negative effects because it's not just sugar. It's like, yeah, drink this poison, it'll make you feel better. It's like, oh, really? So if my placebos are all going to literally be harmless. Maybe not sugar, because like some people have diabetes and that's bad for them, right? So maybe I'd have just like fucking flour. Are people allergic to wheat? I think that's a thing. You'd have to be like, are you allergic to wheat? And they'll be like, hang on a minute, why is there wheat in my medicine? So maybe you have to go salt, and then you go, hang on a minute, this medicine's kind of salty. Maybe there's some kind of powder that you can make a pill out of that like no one will die from and it won't hurt at all. Maybe that's what you should do with like anorexics. You could be like, oh, you're anorexic, don't worry, here's this pill, it'll help you gain weight, take it 20 times a day, and it's just like a really huge pill made of flour. So it's basically kind of a bun, but like without the rest of the ingredients. It's just, there's got to be calories in flour, right? Because how do you make bread? Is it flour, water and yeast? That's it, isn't it? Flour and milk and who uses milk in bread? Is there milk bread? Maybe. Anyway, I was in charge of being Captain Tangent, wasn't I? So I was doing lots of tangents. Oh yeah, I was in charge of the world for a minute. I was in charge of the planet. You know what happened there? Not enough. It needs to happen. Well, it doesn't need to happen because I think my my fucking rule will be very elitist, and you need to do what's best for you, and I know what's best for you, so you need to do what I say. That's my this is my campaign. Fucking elect me because I know better. You know, I'll leave around conspiracies and lies, but it will help the public in the end, so it's fine. That way it takes the power away from those fucking douchebags. I mean, you'd have to outlaw them because like their entire like thing is don't believe the established medicine, eat our weird shit, eat our what is it? Water has a memory, and therefore particles left behind are going to help you build up a resistance to them, even if they're not even even if it's statistically almost impossible for any of the atoms of the substance that you're trying to get a hold of to actually be in the amount of water that you end up drinking. You know, like prescribed water. Well, I say prescribed. Here, drink this by some random gypsy, or like would-be gypsy. Wishes they were a gypsy, but they're not. Probably have to make more money if they were actually a gypsy. Why did I stack twice? My ramblings have got a lot more coherence since I stopped trying to actually play the game. I've just started skating around in circles. I hope everyone's enjoying this, because I am. I watched back the first like 10 episodes and I realised that I didn't actually do anything for the whole of it. Like, I mean, I didn't actually finish a thought pretty much the entire time. I finished a few. I finished a few this time. Unfortunately, this is probably going to result in a very long Let's Play if I just go, right, I'm going to finish all my thoughts before I do anything else. It's going to be the world's long... I'm going to be doing this Tony Hawk's Underground Let's Play for the rest of my life, if that's... I mean, you've listened to me chat. It's been 30 minutes and I've done one mission, and that only took about 30 seconds. Maybe I should do another one just so, like... I'm like a human variety show. It's like a Let's Play. It's like a variety show in Let's Play form. and the stand-up comedy is what I'm doing now, and then the entertaining. Oh, holy fuck! How can you do that shit? Is theoretically going to be me doing the missions, because apparently I can't do both at the same time. At least not well. At least not in any way well. I mean, seriously, is anyone even still watching after that first bit? I might have to redo that first bit. This might be episode 1, and I'll just go back and I'll be like, yeah, take 2. That might be my thing, because I've just watched it back, and like some of it's tolerable, but even the bits where I'm just talking about stuff and not even trying to be funny. I say one thing and then I stack like that and go, "Ah, shit!" and then I just move on. I start going on about how much I love to press retry. I can't even do that now because I'm not in the middle of a quest. I need to stop saying quest. I always used to say mission because like I'd only played games where you fucking did missions. You're not fucking, what is it? Oh, Bilbo Baggins or whatever. You're either in the military or you're fucking a superhero, and superheroes have missions, not quests. You know, story arcs, not fucking. What would the fucking story arc equivalent be? I don't know. Main quest line? Yeah, I'm gonna say quest line. Story arcs, not quest lines, and fucking. But now all of a sudden, I play Skyrim for about 30 hours, and I think I'm fucking someone that's good at. I think I'm fucking from Game of Thrones or something. Oh! I knew that was coming, and I could have easily stopped it, but I just thought my point would be sort of bookended well by me drawing blood. And that's what I do like that about this game, is how when you do stack, hang on. Oh, it doesn't work when you die in water, but I should probably stop doing it then, for that fact. But yeah, when you do that, it all just goes red. I seem to remember in the very early in some of the pro skaters, it would actually bleed, like your score would bleed slightly. I thought that was really cool. Have I got blood on? I think I have. Have I got blood on? You lads need to see if I've got blood on. There you go. Any Americans watching, that's a northern accent. You're welcome. Like, Americans have their, look, I'm American, and then they have their southern accents. Fucking English people have their, hello, I'm from England accents, and then they have their, alright lads, I'm northern. That's the dichotomy. That's the two things. So consider yourself slightly more learned from once you started from whence you started watching this video. You've learned a thing, an entire thing. You also learned that I can talk for my country. So be warned at the next Olympics. You see, if this was pre-2012, I'd be like, don't worry, I'm petitioning the IOC in London to fucking get me in the Olympics because everyone knows I'm going to dominate. But that's past now, so I can't. Maybe I'll write to Brazilians. I'll be like, "Hola," because that's about all the Spanish I know. Not gonna lie, Spanish class. I did it for 3-4 weeks. It was like you had to give up your lunch times in like year 8. So what's year 8? Like in 6 plus 8. Yeah, 6 plus 8. So that's like 14. So it's like 14, 15 at the time. And every lunch was dedicated to the almighty sport of association football, or soccer, and yes, they'd have Spanish classes every Wednesday lunchtime. And at first, I loved it, and I'll tell you why. For I was sitting next to a very attractive woman who I got along extremely well with, and I was like, "This is awesome." But she got bored and quit. So apparently didn't feel enough about it. Didn't feel enough in the same way about me to stick around to weather the storm of having to deal with a bit of a lame teacher, just for the pleasure of sitting next to me. Apparently that wasn't on the cards. What are you gonna do? And I'll tell you what, quit, because that's what I did the very next week. I was like, I went home after she didn't turn up for a week, and I was like, "Where'd she go?" And someone said, "Oh yeah, she quit." And I was just like, "Man," I turned into Eric Cartman, and I just went, "Man, I don't want to do Spanish class. It takes too much time." Which at the end of the day shows you how how very shallow I am. I like to claim it was more for the fact that we got on well than the fact that she was particularly fit, which she was. But in my head it was, you know, get on, so it's cool. That's my excuse. It's like that's my oh, I only read it for the fucking articles style porn magazine excuse. Yeah, I only really enjoyed hanging out with her because it was, or sitting next to her because we had fun chatting bullshit, rather than. Sorry, I'm very distracted by what's happening right now. Some kind of ridiculous double standard that I can just stand here and be slapped around by this blonde woman, and there's nothing I can do about it. But the second I start hitting back, and that's it. The 5-0 is going to be on my ass. Anyway.
Help! Someone just stole my purse, and now my stuff is spread all over.
What neo-ish motherfucker chucked her shit all the way up there? Like I'm not even mad. That's amazing. Kudos to the fucking what's his name? Altair? Fucking Prince of Persia dude that did that. 7 items. I'm gonna have to get my move on. Boneless motherfucker! Made it. Made it! Oh, I was trying to do all the spins. I thought maybe that might be a big enough dip for me to get another stat point, but apparently not the case. Run, 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 run. That's the thing. Like the angel. I love this song. Can't go wrong with Rise Against. I think I've seen them live twice now, which is like more than most bands. I think I've only seen 2 bands twice, them and Lost Prophets. Both of those bands, fucking fantastic. And this is like one of their worst songs. This is like their first album when they were really like, oh, life sucks. I think they got a bit more. Well, they got more political and they got more sort of. I don't know. They just kind of learned their craft, like sort of like I've been doing with these videos. I think this one's definitely my best one yet. Fucking blow my own trumpet. You can suck my dick now, fans, viewers, people that have the goddamn well, either been paid by me or owe me or one of my friends a huge favour in some way to last watching this Let's Play this long, if I even do put up the fucking first ones. This is your reward in my head. I think that's the point I was starting to make. Anyway, stuff. I should be getting it and not fucking up. I've only been doing the first thing. Well, I've barely been doing the first thing so far. I need to do both. Speed. Oh, where's number 6? Oh yeah! Get up. Something I say to my penis every day. Erectile dysfunction. Some serious comedy going on there. Well, I say that sarcastically, but that is a good go-to for like. Oh, there it is. Oh, I've got enough time. Oh, like a boss. Right.